Hi everyone, delonewolf here. Welcome back to some EVE Online. Today is actually patch day for the changes to the structures and the launch of the Guardians Gala. We've got a Loki in here. I do get the idea that indeed you will want Tech 3 ships for the Guardians Gala. I went in there with the Auto Jackdaw and well, let's say that didn't work out all that well. Let's see if we can actually help him out at this point. Maybe steal the Battleship, I'm not sure. But let's see what it takes here. So this is a regular site. I've already seen that the veteran, the VIP site tends to be very annoying, potentially. So we'll see how that works out, if we ever find one. And what's my optimal on this stuff? It's actually 13 kilometers. Alright. Well, let's see what we can do. We get webbed. First bit of information. And they don't like my hobgoblins going after them. One of them is being attacked. Let's see here. He's still in shields. Ooh, that was actually a pretty good hit on that one. So let's see. Guardian Angels Jeremiel or something like that. Alright, drone is still doing somewhat okay. That guy gets blown up pretty effectively. Let's see if we can maybe go after some more of these small guys. See if I can zap that. And we get this, this, and this. 3 more. Okay. And now, in the meantime, we also have a Megatron in the site. Interesting. Let's see if we can hit that. So we've got drones on one, guns on the other. Alright, my guns are doing decently well. Unless, of course, someone else is also firing at it. That's possible. And then my drones are doing what they're doing. Not too easily. They are chasing the guy down like there's no tomorrow. Another one here. Alright, let's see how this works out. Because I really don't know how the site actually works or anything like that. So let's go after the next one. I do get agency points for what? Let's see here. Let's maybe pay attention a little bit as well. Before I just... Alright, you are next. Go like that. Oh, here is the Battleship. I think that I read somewhere that a Battleship is actually your target. So let's see if that works out. I do take a decent amount of damage here. Get an armor tank. Sending my small drones in is maybe not optimal. I'm being target painted by these guys. That's pretty crazy. But I am able to somewhat... Although, being alone in this site, not sure if I want to experience that, to be honest. Let's target some more of this. Let's see if we can take the Battleship down and if we get the loot or not. Bit lazy to not switch out my drones, but we'll see how it works out. He is braking. Okay. I'm whipped once again, but let's keep firing at him and hope that my Tech 3 tank can hold this. I don't think you want to do this in anything less tank capable. And I don't have the loot. That's unfortunate, but okay. Well, it is what it is. Let's see what's next here. Now they're at 50. Let's start firing on the next frigates. And does this just keep going or not? And does he have a tractor unit? Not sure. Okay, you're next at 20. Can I hit him? I've also read from CC that there's supposedly something like endless spawning that happens in these sites as well. So I'm really not sure as to what to expect here. Let's go after this guy next. Someone is tractoring. Oh, there is loot in this as well. Okay. Here's one with white loot. Let's go take a look. And they're once again going after one of my hobgoblins. The Loki is still here and the Battleship as well. Okay. Let's go to at least this one wreck. And see what's in it. So far the very first vibe has been, from what I've read on Reddit, is not really worth the effort. Lots of effort in order to finish them, not the best rewards. Second thing, potential bug with endless waves of enemies. This does seem to not be the case here. And the VIP sites, you basically want like a small fleet for that. So we'll have to explore all of this. But here, Co-incorporated Moonbase Alpha has started anchoring in Dital. I'll show that to you guys as well in a moment. But that guy blows up, and alright, so it's not infinite, at least that's good. And I get some EMP small, so I don't think that the drops from anything but the battleship are going to be worth it. Let's move to Tashinas and see if maybe there's another one available there that I can try solo in the Tech Tree ship. But very first impressions, I went to another site in the Auto Jackdaw, just, you know, I wanted to see if maybe something like that was possible. No, I got out in structure, and there was actually another Loki in there as well. So the very first impression here is be ready to use a Tech Tree ship, maybe a battleship, something that can tank a decent amount of damage. It is going to be pretty important. You want applications on small to mediums. You usually will end up probably with a battleship for the loot. That seems to be the pattern for now. I'll need to explore it, including that VIP site that I've seen mentioned a couple of times. There is unfortunately nothing here. Let's go over to Chunka. And I can't confirm or deny it at this point just yet, but I've also read that basically lots of work for probably not all too worthwhile rewards. Although the more annoying it is, there are accelerators at play again. That should be potentially good earnings if you can grind through it, of course. If you can actually make this efficient enough that you get a decent amount of accelerators for your effort. So let's go and take a look at Chunka. Maybe there is something here as well. As always with these events, let's see here, derelict standard. So no, I'll quickly check Isesama as well, because we can jump from there to Dital. But it's just a beacon on your overview, and so far what I found is basically Garden's Gala. Now we can also take a look at the agency itself. Crash the Gala, defeat any guests at the Garden's Gala site. Guests defeated, okay. Defeat battlecruisers or larger guests at the Garden Gala site. So I didn't get anything for the battleship, and I got 6 out of 10 for, I guess, the kills that I got the loot rights on. I think that's how it works. And I got my first 10 points maybe for the first kill or something like that. 700 points in 2 weeks. It's gonna be decently challenging, I think. And this is, let's take a look here, just regular Garden's Gala. Let's do warp within 0. And yeah, let's see what we're dealing with. Maybe there's someone else here again, but it might give us a better opportunity to check it out and to get to know this site. So let's do it. I am going to spend a little bit of time on this myself, see what I can get out of the Garden's Gala, maybe see if it's doable to complete it, because that does feel like a decent amount of points to get in just 2 weeks. So I arrive on the beacon. I am not seeing anything except some battle cruisers spawn. Okay, so we are going to pull away a little bit this time. We're going to use the geckos just to test that out. I'm whipped and painted, so let's move straight into... Oh, and the gecko is doing a decent amount of damage on that battle cruiser, so let's add some extra damage like this as well, keeping an eye on them as well. Let's see if they can actually track the Dramiel hull. I'm not sure. Looks like they can, so that is pretty good damage. Let's go off to the next one, and then we've got 3 more frigates coming in, who will hopefully not go straight for my geckos. I don't want to lose them, so let's keep an eye on that. Let's maybe do an orbit at current 15 on that structure, so that I don't have to fly around manually too much. Okay, they're definitely going after these frigates. Let's see if I can put in a hit. I'm liking the gecko choices here, especially since they seem to be able to track these frigates quite well. There's the next 10 points for just killing anything in the side, basically. That's interesting. More warpins, which pulls my geckos back to me, and tanking this in the Proteus seems to be doable up until this point. So just geckos, feel free to choose your targets. Another frigate is targetable and is somehow blown up. Is there someone else in the site? No, they basically just said, screw you, Angel frigate, you are going down. Now they're going after another cruiser hull, so let's add some gunfire on that as well. Alright, another cruiser spawning. Just constantly keeping one eye on my drones. I think it's important in this site. Tanking this, no problem so far. And they do have like constantly these warpins where it takes a while for them to land and you can't really target them. But good news, the Gecko is handling these frigates quite nicely. So that I like. This one has to be targetable, right? Considering it's coming after me. There we go. That's shields gone and a Blab frigate gone. Like it. Good. Next set. Let's see if we can hit him with the guns. Okay, that's good. Let's go after a battlecruiser. I'm really not sure what the trigger is either, and I just get endless waves of frigates here. Maybe you want to take care of the cruisers in order to get the battleship to spawn. So let's go after some cruisers next. Can I hit him with the guns? Looks like it. Alright, so they don't feel impossible to handle at this point. Tanking at this point is doable as well. That guy is far away, so we're gonna hit that guy at 20. Should be close to my optimal for my guns. Alright, not great damage. And a little bit of shield damage on one of my geckos. Something to note as well. As a retribution enters the site. I think they got a buff. But good luck, because you get webbed, painted. If they choose you, things might get dangerous for him. Let's go after the closest one. Let's choose some others and let's take a look at what the retribution is doing. He's flying away using his lasers. Let's see if he ends up being forced out of the site. Right, that one is down. We'll go just after another one. Maybe the cruiser again. And stuff keeps spawning. So this is definitely a bit more intense, I would say. Let's see if I can hit this. Barbador in the retribution. Okay. Still in the site. So that's pretty cool. Thanks for the help. And the geckos are doing really nice damage on these battlecruisers, but just look at that tank. This doesn't have to last too long, because I won't endlessly be able to do this. Okay. Let's see what's next. Anything at a good range? Well, he's at a good range for my guns, but yeah, again, webbed, painted. Look at the damage. Luckily, we've got good good resistances, but I wouldn't want to do this in a Gila, to be honest, unless you really focus on the resistances, or in a Tech 3 destroyer. I think it's gonna be tricky to then apply enough DPS. So let's maybe take care of this guy here, because he's been annoying me. And that guy at 17 is actually a good target for my guns. While, let's also not forget, I'm probably getting a decent amount of help from the retribution as well in all of this. So, like that. Whoever is closest, I think I just basically want to go after him first. Blab, he's gone. Next one. Yeah, now at least I'm tanking this a little bit better. Blab, you are gone. Let's take target at 30. Geckos are doing okay. Not sure if I can hit it at this range, but we'll try. And Barbador is sticking around. Okay, pretty cool. He's not firing though. Why aren't you firing? Ah, now he's probably firing there at the guy at 40. Maybe, not sure. Okay. Also, we'll keep one eye on the on where the battleship lands compared to the structure. That can always give us a bit of an idea as to. So that is now maybe something that I should just target. Okay, drones are doing all right. Final cruiser is being targeted. Retribution actually left there. Okay, thank you very much. So that one is at 15 kilometers, and then let's see if we can spot the battleship. If it does spawn, that one should go down pretty easily. Let's also do a quick reload. So, what happens next? Maybe it doesn't show up in all the sites? Is that possible? I guess so. Let's add Rex to the overview. See if there happens to be small, medium, a large wreck amongst them. No, all of them are small and medium, and I don't see a battleship coming back. So, okay. Alright, maybe I have to kill that. Let's give that a try. Because there might, of course... so you can't actually kill that from the looks of it. Okay. Let's return these guys. Is there anything else potentially that we might need to do? I'm not seeing it here. It's not the center structure. None of the others either, I don't think. We can try. Elevator, battery and fence. If I hit you, does that do anything? Nope. Invulnerable. Invulnerable. And that's the same thing again. So all of that stuff is invulnerable. I can't seem to trigger anything. So maybe because it's high-sec that there's a chance that no battleship spawns. At least here, first sight that I do almost solo, that seems to be the case. Agency. What does that look like at this point? Should have killed some of them. I would say I have my geckos. Yeah, okay. Take a tractor unit with you. You never know what's in all of that loot, and you're spending plenty of time here to at least grab some of the loot. And defeat battlecruisers or larger, defeat any guests. Next up is 25 for another 10 points. I did just get pretty easy 30 points. But that's 700 for the final rewards. You want over 14 days. Probably want 50 to 60 points. So it's something to remember. This might be decently challenging to actually complete. Anything in here? Nope. That means that I get to show you guys Moonbase Alpha. Let's do a warp within 10. It is going to be Planet 4 Moon 3. That's where I'm setting up the refinery that will have the drill that is going to mine. It's not the best, but I also probed some of the other moons around, and I think it's basically not the worst combination either. It's got some Tech 2 in it, and it's got Megasite, which I think is gonna be pretty cool to add to the mix. I was looking for something that had maybe Megasite and Zydrine, but all of the others had either nothing, no Nullsic ores or minerals, or just one of the two. So here is Moonbase Alpha. This is anchoring at the moment, needs 24 hours. In the meantime, there's also, sorry Sivart, but for now I have to reject your invitation. And this is of course where we'll blow a chunk out of the moon, and it's pretty close to the rest of my facilities as well over there. So easy warp. I think the exit should be aimed in the same direction. So that's in the same direction as the structure. So if you happen to dock there, you can easily undock and then go to the refinery or the Astra House or even the manufacturing plant. So there you go, guys. Moon mining is pretty nearby here. And as always, I'll keep you guys up to date. For now, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you all next time.